Let us be grateful to people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. There are no strangers here, only friends you haven't yet met. My friends are my estate. Remember that the most valuable antiques are dear old friends. My best friend is the one who brings out the best in me. The greatest gift of life is friendship, and I have received it. One loyal friend is worth 10,000 relatives. Lots of people want to ride with you in the limo, but what you want is someone who will take the bus with you when the limo breaks down. A single rose can be my garden. A single friend, my world. Oppose? Friendship is unnecessary, like philosophy, like art. It has no survival value. Rather, it is one of those things that give value to survival. There is a magnet in your heart that will attract true friends. That magnet is unselfishness, thinking of others first. When you learn to live for others, they will live for you. I have learned that to be with those I like is enough. I don't need a friend who changes when I change and who nods when I nod. My shadow does that much better. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. Rare as is true love, true friendship is rarer. A man's friendships are one of the best measures of his worth. The bird a nest, the spider a web, man friendship. A friend is someone who gives you total freedom to be yourself. There is some self-interest behind every friendship. There is no friendship without self-interests. This is a bitter truth. The most I can do for my friend is simply be his friend. In the sweetness of friendship, let there be laughter and sharing of pleasures. For in the dew of little things, the heart finds its morning and is refreshed. It is not so much our friends' help that helps us, as the confidence of their help. Of all possessions, a friend is the most precious. A true friend never gets in your way unless you happen to be going down. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when thou art in, continue firm and constant. Each friend represents a world in us, a world not born until they arrive. And it is only by this meeting that a new world is born. There is no friend like an old friend who has shared our morning days, no greeting like his welcome, no homage like his praise. Never explain. Your friends do not need it, and your enemies will not believe you anyway. She is a friend of mine. She gather me, man. The pieces I am, she gather them and give them back to me in all the right order. It's good, you know, when you got a woman who is a friend of your mind. It's the friends you can call up at 4 a.m. that matter. A real friend is one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out. Walking with a friend in the dark is better than walking alone in the light. There is nothing on this earth more to be prized than true friendship. A friend to all is a friend to none. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Friends are the siblings God never gave us. Love demands infinitely less than friendship. Friendship improves happiness and abates misery by the doubling of our joy and the dividing of our grief. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? Be courteous to all, but intimate with few, and let those few be well tried before you give them your confidence. A friendship founded on business is better than a business founded on friendship. A friend is a gift you give yourself. Never contract friendship with a man that is not better than thyself. Friendship is not something you learn in school, but if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything. If you have one true friend, you have more than your share. Some people go to priests, others to poetry, I to my friends. True friendship is like sound health. The value of it is seldom known until it is lost. It takes a long time to grow an old friend. No person is your friend who demands your silence or denies your right to grow. Things are never quite as scary when you've got a best friend. All you need to do to be my friend is like me. A true friend freely, advises justly, assists readily, adventures boldly, takes all patiently, defends courageously, and continues a friend unchangeably. Sweet is the memory of distant friends. Like the mellow rays of the departing sun, it falls tenderly, yet sadly, on the heart. A true friend is someone who is there for you when he'd rather be anywhere else. You find out who your real friends are when you're involved in a scandal. Never do a wrong thing to make a friend or to keep one. The sincere friends of this world are as shiplights in the stormiest of nights. A true friend is one who overlooks your failures and tolerates your success. If instead of a gem or even a flower, we should cast the gift of a loving thought into the heart of a friend, that would be giving as the angels give. Since there is nothing so well worth having as friends, never lose a chance to make them. Friendship at first sight, like love at first sight, is said to be the only truth. Yes, some old friends is always best, lest you can catch a new one that's fit to make an old one out of. My definition of a friend is somebody who adores you even though they know the things you're most ashamed of. Fear makes strangers of people who would be friends. Lay this unto your breast. Old friends, like old swords, still are trusted best. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow, ripening fruit. True friends stab you in the front. False friendship, like the ivy, decays and ruins the walls it embraces. But true friendship gives new life and animation to the object it supports. When a friend is in trouble, don't annoy him by asking if there is anything you can do. Think up something appropriate and do it. But friendship is precious, not only in the shade, but in the sunshine of life. And thanks to a benevolent arrangement, the greater part of life is sunshine. A friend is one who knows you and loves you just the same. Love is blind. Friendship closes its eyes. Friendship marks a life even more deeply than love. Love risks degenerating into obsession. Friendship is never anything but sharing. Friends and good manners will carry you where money won't go. Be slow in choosing a friend, slower in changing. The world is round so that friendship may encircle it. You can always tell a real friend when you've made a fool of yourself. He doesn't feel you've done a permanent job. A true friend is the greatest of all blessings, and that which we take the least care of all to acquire. The real test of friendship is, can you literally do nothing with the other person? Can you enjoy those moments of life that are utterly simple? One's friends are that part of the human race with which one can be human. Friends are the best to turn to when you're having a rough day. Friends are born, not made. When you choose your friends, don't be shortchanged by choosing personality over character. Friendship is held to be the severest test of character. It is easy, we think, to be loyal to a family and clan whose blood is in your own veins. If it's very painful for you to criticize your friends, you're safe in doing it. But if you take the slightest pleasure in it, that's the time to hold your tongue. A friendship can weather most things and thrive in thin soil, but it needs a little mulch of letters and phone calls and small silly presents every so often, just to save it from drying out completely. Friendship is always a sweet responsibility, never an opportunity. Men kick friendship around like a football, but it doesn't seem to crack. Women treat it like glass, and it goes to pieces. Our most intimate friend is not he to whom we show the worst, but the best of our nature. A friend should be one in whose understanding and virtue we can equally confide, and whose opinion we can value at once for its justness and its sincerity. Friendship and money, oil and water. A friend is what the heart needs all the time. An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. A quarrel between friends, when made up, adds a new tie to friendship. Friendship will not stand the strain of very much good advice for very long. The best time to make friends is before you need them. You win the victory when you yield to friends. I want my friend to miss me as long as I miss him. Friendship needs no words. It is solitude delivered from the anguish of loneliness. Friends, they cherish one another's hopes. They are kind to one another's dreams. A friend may well be reckoned the masterpiece of nature. How delightful to find a friend in everyone. It is only the great-hearted who can be true friends. The mean and cowardly can never know what true friendship means. I always felt that the great high privilege, relief, and comfort of friendship was that one had to explain nothing. That friendship will not continue to the end which is begun for an end. Many a friendship, long, loyal, and self-sacrificing, rested at first on no thicker a foundation than a kind word. My best friend is the man who, in wishing me well, wishes it for my sake.